Chitty chitty bang bangs, what is poppin', man? So you can see my hair looking a little rough right now just because I just washed it. I gotta go wash the rest of my laundry. I'm not gonna lie, I got my bed stripped down and everything. So today, what we got in the mail, we got the 3DS hard case, we got a screen protector top and bottom for it, we got this lanyard for it just to hang it on stuff, we got the hard case as well, we also got the other replacement charger. And speaking on that topic leading into the next one, I returned the USB, or not the USB card reader, the card itself, the SD card, the 128. I'm going to return the adapter. I dropped off my Ralph Lauren polo. I dropped off the screwdrivers that I also purchased. And I was able to find out that my debit card is no longer frozen. No, let me not say that, because the Navy Federal account is still frozen. It's been 5 days or something like that, so yeah, we haven't gotten funds from that yet. But my secondary card that I got from Amazon that gives me quick pay, that is not frozen. Now, I would show you guys, but obviously it's my bank card, I can't show you guys that information. But basically, the card itself is like slightly cracked. I do have a replacement on the way, by the way. And the chip came out of it, and I had to glue the chip back on there with some Gorilla Glue. It's done pretty well, it hasn't come out yet. But I went and took it to Dollar General today when I went to go donate blood, because they cut my grass today and I had to go pay them. Also to find out that my Cash App is also frozen because of the Navy Federal. So it's a glitch. It's not really that they tried to do it, but they froze the card and it caused my account to get, frozen in Cash App, so I can't use that. As of right now, at least. But, like I said, went and took the quick pay card over to Dollar General, had $1 in coins, and I was like, let me get some snacks and just try the card, because I was trying to put it onto my digital wallet for my iPhone, and it was not allowing me to. So I was like, what, F it, let's attempt it in store, maybe it'll work. And it did work, surprising enough. And I was like, okay, maybe it's a fluke, maybe the device I plugged it into is messed up, so let me go ahead and take it to, where did I go next? Oh, 7-Eleven, after I got done donating blood. Went to 7-Eleven, and it worked again, so I think that card is good until the replacement comes, so that is great to hear. I was able to pay off some stuff that I had to get paid off. As it seems, it's damn near halfway through the month and my account still hasn't been unfrozen, so my father has agreed to go with me to where I gotta go, which is Clarksville, to the Navy Federal branch themselves and go talk to them in person, because God knows I need that money released, bro. There is a few dangerous bills I gotta get paid, like, immediately. When I say few, but I mean one, and that is for my speeding ticket. Allegedly, of course. I didn't show up to court, but you know how I go. So they basically told me in the mail, if you do not pay this, I would show you if I could, I have it right here to the left of me, but if you don't pay this within a certain amount of days, we're going to, cancel your driver's license and you won't be able to get it back. Basically, what you have to do is reapply, redo your test and all that and pay a fee. And you'll still have to pay us. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, let me just pay them, get that shit out the way. Number two, I know I said I was going to do it. I think I'm going to go ahead and pay off my iPhone. Shit. Now, the problem with that is my bill is currently, like $580 to get it reactivated? I don't know why it's so high. I really don't, but we're going to have to see. $580 to get it turned back on. I'm going to have to contact AT&T for that, and if I can't get in contact with them, I'm just buy a phone straight up. But I genuinely thought about it a little bit, and I was like, I think I'd be better off just buying a brand new phone, honestly. Like, selling this one and buying a brand new phone straight up for the exact same price as what it would take to activate the phone in the first place. So that's most likely going to happen. I got to explore my options once I see how much money I have left in my bank account. Should be well over, like, $1,000 or $2,000, like, halfway through. So like I said, we're going to have to check, because I know a payout went to that account. So when it comes to day trading, I'm a little on the fence with that shit, but I do need to get back into it. I'll be so real, and I keep saying that, but, like, I'm very hesitant. The days that I was trying to get back into it, the stock market crashed again, randomly. So it does show me that the reason I left in the first place, which was Trump markets, is not fixed at all. It's actually getting way worse, like, a lot worse. So until that solves itself, I don't want to trade, but I mean, it's looking like I got another 3 years of that shit, so I gotta kind of suck it up anyways. It's rather that, or I can just go ahead and buy a car straight up. Now, I've been wanting to get a car for a minute now, just because I don't like having to deal with using somebody else's car and having to ask them to go everywhere. So if I get this other car, there's a few things I have to do. I can't talk about them legally on here, but there's a few things I have to do. I'll get the car, get the stuff figured out and everything, and then I'll probably resell it, make some money off of it, and do it again, and just keep flipping it like how I used to do. And I'm thinking that's going to be my money strategy for now. If you guys don't know, my money strategy pretty much is take about $1,000 or $2,000. $2,000 is better than $1,000, but take that $2,000, buy a car, flip that car, buy another car, flip that car, buy another car, and keep stacking your bread up absolutely crazy. And that's how I was able to afford my first little, like, day trading portfolio that had a lot of money in it. I was doing that car flipping thing for about a year or two. So if you look back at my old journal entries, you'll see that. But I didn't label those ones, so I mean, you're gonna have to do some searching a little bit. You'll see I'm in different car interiors every month or something like that. So I don't know. Quick little summary of what I did today, other than donate blood and all that. I did go to Walmart and was able to purchase. I might as well just show y'all, bro. I absolutely loved these granola bars. I bought 2 whole boxes of these, and I have them stacked up in my bag right here. So this is just straight granola bars. This is a very high quality bag that I got 1-on-1, so it will hold that weight. You know what I mean? It doesn't look too bad. It looks actually pretty solid. So that's great. The 3DS, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys this real quick. I'm sorry if there's any glare. It's mostly because the screen protectors that I have on there, you can't really see or notice them. The screen protectors that I have on there, plus the camera, my camera on this phone is cracked. So if you guys see like a huey reflection over in this corner in some of my videos, it's because of that. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn this on real quick. Hope I don't get copyright. So if you don't know that Playboy Cardi song, yeah, go ahead and scroll through this for you. These are all the downloaded games and mods and everything I have. Let me see if you guys can see that. Oh, I accidentally fat fingered the button. Okay, yeah, those are some of the games and stuff that I have on there. Let me go through that list real quick. So we have Pokemon, or PKSM, if you know what that is, TM, Omega Ruby, Smash Bros, Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars, Lego Avengers, Ultra Sun and Moon, Ace Attorney, MCU. If you guys don't know what MCU is, it basically makes your notification section like rainbow. I'm about to show you guys that in a second. You guys can see it's now glowing different colors. That's super cool. But it only lasts for as long as you have it, you know, on the device at least. We got Zelda: The Link Between Worlds, Animal Crossing New Leaf, Resident Evil Revelations. I'm really looking forward to playing that game. It will be my first ever Resident Evil, and it looks so sexy when I was watching other people play it. And I'm like, I don't want no spoilers or none of that. It was the biggest file that I've had to download out of all the games, which is absolutely insane. I think it was the equivalent of like 2 or 3 Pokemon games. Then we go up to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which I've never played Monster Hunter, so this will be my first one as well. Beyblade Evolution, used to love Beyblade. Scribblenauts Unlimited, used to love that game. Adventure Time, Why Would You Steal Our Garbage? That's another peak game I've heard. Search for the Nameless Kingdom, Adventure Time once again. Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Y, and what is this? I do not remember the name of this one right here. Ooh, if you guys can see, I do not remember the name of that, and it's not popping up. And we also have Little Battlers Experience. If you guys don't know, that's a mini mech game. So, once again, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I absolutely love this console. I'm still tweaking with it on a day-to-day basis. You can see the lights still rainbow. But I'm still tweaking with it on a day-to-day basis, and I'm having a lot of fun. I think that's the whole purpose of the consoles, or any console. As you guys know, I don't know if you know or not, but Xbox has been recently dying and being taken off of shelves because of their price being higher, allegedly. And, yeah, a lot of people are starting to sell their consoles. I was looking to buy an Xbox at one point. Will I be doing such? I don't really have the capital right now with my accounts being frozen, but it is a possibility. I can see myself buying one. But I mean, the 3DS is all I really need, for the most part. Give me just a second, I need to plug you guys up. Oh shit. Okay, there was no available port, so I had to unplug the 3DS. Alright, you guys are good. So yeah, like I said, there's just a lot that I could do on the 3DS outside of the house that I don't see a reason for the Xbox, but at the same time, I don't want to play the 3DS all day, every day, so it makes sense if I did get that. But on the other hand, I'm like, should I just save up for different things to invest in my like business or stuff like that? And I think that is the yes answer as of now. So first bucket list is pay off that fee, get that up out of the way. I do need to contact the Motor Vehicles Association or whatever the hell, Department of Revenue, yada yada yada, whatever the fuck it's called. I need to contact them, get that out of the way as well. What else do I have to do? Still having problems with the IRS. We already know this. Come on, this ain't new shit. They at this point they're not even a discussion. Just come for me, bro. Please pause. But what else? I think that's about it. Honestly, did a few things today. Had to little grind for a little bit of money. I'm glad that I was poor at one point and I was able to actually like see what I had to do to survive on a monthly basis. Because now I can implement those skills into this current moment while I'm still making money. But it maximizes the amount of profit I can do. Obviously, I don't donate blood every single day now, but you know what I mean? I still dabble in it. And I also don't sell clothes like I used to anymore because I don't have mode of transportation. And I'm thinking maybe I can solve that problem if I get my own vehicle, like a Nissan Altima 2016 or something like that for like 2-3 bands, fix it up and just drive it around some places. So I feel like I'll be straight after that, honestly. Other than that, like I said, I think that's about it. How am I feeling today? Not gonna lie, a little tired this morning. Later in the day, I was feeling a little like, I don't know, not hopeless. I don't know, just tired in the beginning of the day and near the later of the day, just a mix of emotions in general. I was a little foggy, like mentally foggy, because there was so much stuff I had to do and so many different tasks that I had to complete within a certain amount of time, and I've still been like that, and it's been like that all this month. I'll be genuine with you guys. So, like I said, there's nothing new really to update you guys on. My video that I made, yeah, sorry, I had to, you know what I mean? But my storage filled up, again, because that's something that stopped getting paid for when Navy Federal took my account, by the way. Matter of fact, let's go on a rant with that. I was going to end the video and talk about like how my feelings have been all over the place and stuff like that. Navy Federal is about to get that. Boy, when I pull up to that bank, they're about to get the back end of my foot up their ass. I swear to God, bro. Because what do you mean? Here's the list of like 7 or 8 different things they got shut down or will be shutting down soon because my Navy Federal account got frozen for no reason and they won't tell me why. Number one, my phone won't be reconnected or anything like that, and I've had an additional fee added onto that. Number two, the license and DMV stuff that I got to get paid off, that cannot be paid off because I have to wait on my money to come through. Number three, my paychecks and everything else coming through my businesses cannot be deposited into my account and are being held. So that means Depop, Amazon, anything else that I'm making money through is being held currently. Number four, my Spotify premium account is about to get frozen soon, and that is going to be the worst of all of them getting frozen. Number five, my Apple iCloud storage is now non-existent. So yeah, we're checking out for that. Number six, my Amazon purchases cannot be made, meaning my Amazon Prime is also being frozen. I was able to pay with that from my Amazon Pay Now card that I got now, so that's kind of great. Number seven, my Cash App card, or not my Cash App card, but my Cash App account is now temporarily frozen until I contact the support. Oh wait, I can't do that because my phone number is canceled. So you know what I mean? It's a few things that I've added onto each other, and it's literally causing a domino effect. And I don't know what more they want from me. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go in person in the bank because I've messaged them multiple times, I've called them multiple times, I've emailed them multiple times. Nothing is being said back to me. Matter of fact, it's radio silence. They haven't sent me any emails, any texts, any callbacks to the numbers that I've left them, or anything like that. So this is great to see. A bank that I trusted so much and thought wouldn't screw me over went ahead and did exactly that. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my money at this point in time, because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, when I get paid back from Navy Federal, I'm immediately taking my money out of those accounts. But where could I put that money for it to just kind of, exist? I want to say put it into my Webull account and just keep all my money on Webull and take at least one trade per day to increase or decrease the value of my money every single day. Basically utilizing it as a high interest savings account of some sort. But the thing is, I will not benefit from that when it comes to withdrawing, because I still have to withdraw that money somewhere. Now, what I'm thinking is, here's how I can break my money down. Put 50 to 60, or put all of the money that's in my Navy Federal account right now into that Webull account. 50 to 60% of my income after that will go towards the Webull again. So I'm just gonna keep adding on to it like I did at Walmart. And the other 50 to 60% will just be to straight up utilize outside of that. So bills and food and all those other things, because it doesn't cost me that much, honestly. Like, it cost me $30 today for 2 loaves of sandwiches. And what else did I get? All the ingredients I need to make my food, plus these 2 boxes of granola, and the only expensive part was the granola. And that costed me about 20 something bucks, $30. So you see what I mean? Like, it's not that bad, honestly, and I could do it. So breaking my finances down like that, I feel like is my best bet. I'm honestly not trusting banks at this current moment, especially with the government moving the way they are. I don't know if I trust them either. Is the individual margin account my best place to possibly put it? As of this current moment that I can see, yes. I don't think there's anywhere else that I'd rather put it. And no, I'm not saying I'm going to put that money straight into investments. That money will strictly sit on that individual margins account, practically permanently, until I withdraw that money. Do I want to withdraw that money? No. Do I feel like withdrawing that money? I'm sure eventually I'll need that money for something and I want to withdraw it. But as long as I have the Amazon, I shouldn't really have to, you know what I mean? So that's something we're looking into. Like I said, earlier today I was feeling a little tired. And later in the day I was feeling quite discombobulated, because I was thinking about so many different tasks that I had to complete and what order to complete them in the most effective way. I'm not sure about how many of you guys, I don't know what the disorder is, anything is, like, I don't know what to call it, but I don't know how many of you guys have this like little, I wanted to say little monster at first, but that's gonna sound like cheesy as shit, but like this little voice in the back of your head pretty much saying like, do this in this order, for this order, for that order, this order, to optimize your timing on this and that and that. So some little fucking nerd in the back of your head always writing algorithms. I don't know if that's just a me thing or if that's a lot of people thing, but I feel like we all have these small voices in our head that are dedicated to each task and delegated to a certain field, you know what I mean? So I feel like I have the David Goggins of my mind. I have the anger section of my mind. I feel like it's literally like the movie, what's the name of the movie, gang? Oh my gosh, Inside Out, there you go. So, oh yeah, thank you for that. So, yeah, Inside Out, it feels like you genuinely have different emotions in your head for certain things, but it feels like I have about 20 of them motherfuckers, bro, and they're constantly arguing with one another. And maybe that's why I'm able to do so many things in one day easily. But like I said, recently there's been so much that it feels like I'm almost weighing myself down, and I'm trying to cut down as many small tasks as I can in a day. That way, like, I can build up to harder tasks and minimize the amount of things I have to do in a day. But it feels like there's a lot to cut through, I'll be honest, and I have it to the point of where, like, I'm posting YouTube videos daily, I'm posting 3 or 4 TikToks daily, and 3 or 4 YouTube videos and Instagram, and that's why I cut out Instagram and YouTube currently, because I'm like, I have so much going on that I'm not going to have time to post specific content for those 2 platforms compared to my TikTok. And that's why my TikTok has been blowing up so much, because I'm able to post whatever on TikTok. On YouTube and Instagram, there's copyright strikes, there's region bans, there's all sorts of other things, and then the engagement system is completely different for both. I don't have time to be constantly thinking about that. So I've dedicated myself straight to TikTok for short term or short form, and YouTube for long form. And I'm basically gonna keep it like that for a minute to minimize the amount of stuff I got. And then Instagram, I do promos on there for my TikTok every once in a while, and it's been doing me pretty well. Other than that, yeah, just feels like I'm jumping through hoops a lot, which I don't really mind. I like to stay occupied. And like I said, today was one of those days I kind of chilled just a little bit more than I usually do. Not in a sense of where like I just didn't have anything to do, but more in a sense of I was just I mean, I call it chilling, but in honesty, I was getting work done. It seemed like chilling to me, but it was me getting work done all day, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I started off the morning downloading games on my 3DS and getting everything modified to where I want it to be at and getting all my settings figured out. And I'm saying that's chilling because it kind of is compared to the task that I normally do. But that is a business adventure. I'm selling this 3DS, so I'm trying to get as many games as I possibly can on it so that the customer themselves will not have to worry about it. And I almost forgot that I have to take pictures of it today to show off what kind of games are on it and to update that listing. So I have it listed for about $400. I am obviously looking for somebody to knock me down on that price, but I purchased it for basically half of that. So like I said, that'll be a great little come up. It wasn't too much work. And now that I know the skills that I need to get all this stuff figured out, if I were to ever buy one again, which is very likely, I would be able to get it flipped pretty quick and get that modifications done pretty fast. So like I said, that's a business thing. Then right after that, I went to Draw Blood, which was another business thing to get my money up so I can go ahead and pay off the people I need to pay off. Number 3 was dropping off packages and returning items. That's another business venture. I need that money back, and I needed to send out that package before I had any complaints by my seller. So I need to go ahead and mark that as shipped. Other than that, I came home around 2 o'clock. It's 5 p.m. now, and I've been on my device basically just scrolling through my TikToks, finding out some information, updating, responding to text and all that stuff, and updating my 3DS. Like I said, I need to clean my room. Low-key, I need to clean my room. This trash section I got over here isn't looking too flattering. The rest of my room is decent, I guess. But yeah, I want to clean my room. Like, I feel like it's getting dirty, and I don't like when things start progressively getting worse. So I'd rather just cut that in the bud right away. How did I feel taking today off? A little anxious, buddy. It's almost gonna feel like every time that I take a day off, if I do, that I'm not getting enough work done. And I know my body needs time to rest. It was great to actually be able to sleep in for a day and like genuinely let my body relax, but I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And oh my god, that mental like, not blockage, but that mental like leech and like animal that like rips at you slowly and just keeps tearing away layers of skin just pisses me off, bro. Because like I said, it always is like in the back of your head, like, you're not doing enough, bro. You could have been doing something else. You could have day traded this morning when you woke up and then done all your other stuff. And you could have still went to work, like, or you could have picked up a shift. Like, it's literally just constantly nagging at the back of my fucking head. And it's genuinely quite annoying, but once again, I feel like everybody has that. And it's just louder for certain people. And those people that it's super loud for are the entrepreneurs of the world and are the creators of the world. So if you don't have that voice, I would say to make one. It's going to be annoying as shit, I'll be honest. But I call it like an accountability agent. It's constantly nagging you about the things that you should do. And 9 times out of 10, it is correct. But the other times, it's just overdoing it. And it's overrunning you. It's the part of your mind that's kind of basically saying, well, man, I don't have any limits, so why do you have limits? Kind of thing. So I don't think it's healthy to always listen to it. But to take its advice every once in a while definitely is healthier. What am I going to do right after this? Probably eat, go ahead and wash the clothes, and go ahead and send out the last 2 TikToks for today. I have stopped putting myself on a limit for how many TikToks in a day specifically that I post, but I at least post 1 to 2 TikToks a day, for sure. 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm not doing all that anymore. I'm just posting 1 to 2 TikToks, usually just 1. And they do pretty well. Like, I'm starting to average about 500 plus views. At first, I was averaging 200 to 100 when I first started this stuff. Then after that, I started averaging about 300 to 400. And then I got to the point where I'm now averaging 500 through 1,000. 1,000 being like a good video, and on average, maybe like 600 to 700. So about 6, 7. On YouTube, I've gotten back to the point where I'm averaging about 10 views per video. And sometimes I get bad videos that do about 0. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me too much. But like I said, the last videos that I made recently have done pretty well. So that's great. I'm not really testing the algorithm all too much anymore, but it does seem like with both of those kind of platforms that there's going to be one video that blows up or does really well out of the others, and it draws engagement to the rest of them. So as long as you're prepared with some more content to push, and you don't force anything, you should be good. 9 times out of 10, you should be straight. Like, dead ass. I think a lot of people get this facade in the back of their head that's kind of like, you post a video, it blows up, now you gotta post 6 more videos right after that. That's cool, and you're staying hungry, that's great. But when you do stuff like that, you're kind of over flooding and blowing the algorithm in a negative sense, you know what I mean? Instead of taking your time and posting to your normal schedule so people that engage with that video can see, like, oh, this guy's not view hungry, like he's actually posting this consistently and doing that. And that's what I've been doing for months and years. Honestly, I'm not in it for the numbers all too much, even though they look great and I love looking at them all the time. Like, it's kind of an ego boost for me a little bit. So I love looking at them, I love having videos blow up, and I love talking about them. But in reality, at the end of the day, I need to, and I constantly remind myself, and this comes from that day trading mentality, the numbers don't mean anything. Like, until the numbers hit your pockets, they don't mean anything. You got to keep it like that. So that's my word of advice for you guys today. It would be, until those numbers hit your pocket, they do not mean anything. You could hit 100 million views. If you ain't getting paid, fuck it, stay hungry. You're still poor. You know what I mean? If you're getting paid hundreds, that's cool. The money hit your pocket, great, go celebrate, do what you gotta do. But that money's gonna go away eventually. Those numbers are gonna dwindle down eventually. You gotta stay on top of that shit, bro. You gotta be grindy for that shit, bro. And that's why even after I got this Amazon job, I still haven't slowed down from what I did a few months ago. And it's great to see my slow progression throughout all these levels. And it feels like I'm leveling up my character progressively and gaining new skills and new abilities and new knowledge and link trees and all sorts of shit. So like I said, I feel like the journey is getting better and better as I go about it. And I love meeting new people. I love being able to learn new things and new ways to post videos and new algorithm tips and all these other things. And I love the challenge as much as like I'll come out of work and I'll be like, oh my God, like I fucking hate this job. At the end of the day, I'm still thinking, I'm like, all right, I know that paycheck gonna be fat though. You know what I mean? So it's physical pain for mental future success. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of thinking of it like that. And I always know my body's gonna be tired at the end of the day. That's just how it is. No matter what I do, as long as I'm not laying down in my bed, my battery is gonna be drained. Like eventually, I'm gonna need to charge every once in a while. But you got to keep reminding yourself that the flesh that you're feeling that's having problems is not always here for your best interest. It's just trying to chill, gang. So you got to make sure you don't feed into it too much, and you should be straight. Honestly, 9 times out of 10, bro, it's pretty damn easy. Other than that, once again, that's it for today. I know I had a few people from my last videos saying that they enjoy the yapping sessions, and I've had a few people on TikTok saying they enjoy yapping sessions. So maybe I'll start doing yapping sessions more, and maybe once I grow enough followers, I believe I'm going to start streaming. I've been saying for the longest time I want to start streaming, and I've been watching a lot of Joe Bartolozzi, and I genuinely love his content and the way that he runs it, so maybe that's something I'll get into as well. Not that I want to copy, but I feel like he's a lot smarter than me. He went to college and he does all this extra stuff. He's smarter than I am, I'm not going to lie. But I would love to just interact with people. That's like my whole content. I love interacting with you guys, and I love getting stuff on my chest, so I feel like streaming would be the next step for me from here once I get a foundation. And I could probably try stream, which is TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, or Kick. I'd probably prefer Kick, I'm not going to lie. Because I might say the hard R and I'm not trying to be banned off of TikTok, you know what I mean? So, something I'm interested in, something I'm looking for. We're going to have to see. But, yeah. That's it. I know I've said that's it about 6 times, but that's it. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I got to go ahead and edit this. I'm going to eat some food, and I can finally start watching TV again. Haven't watched this since last night. So, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all tomorrow after work. Peace.